Well, this is funny. Crowder is being accused of exposing himself to his employees and other toxic behaviors. I wouldn't be surprised if all this came out as true, but he has 10 people accusing him.
Conservative commentator Steven Crowder is being accused of sexual harassment, according to the New York Post. 10 former employees say Crowder ran an abusive company where he often screamed at his employees, including his own father, exposed himself, sent out directives to arbitrarily fire people, and made underlings wash his laundry.
Though if he's actually, exposing, flashing people and stuff, how does that, mesh with his supposed right-wing views on family and being all about, loving your wife and stuff and not cheating and committing adultery and sexually assaulting people? And then definitely need to, question his father and try to get some facts about Crowder being verbally abusive. But with the video about him showing him verbally abusing his wife, yeah, no surprise here.
Crowder downplayed the allegations in a recent video. Let's watch.
Okay, all right. So
and now there's this newspaper article out this morning where it says, quote, Crowder was known to expose his genitals to staffers.
Well, hold on a second. Yes.
Yeah, well,
yes.
Just wait. I mean,
that did happen. I mean, what are you talking about? The Terminator 2 sketch?
No, but
Oh, so he just outright admits that, yeah, he has exposed himself to his staff members. Wow. It's funny how he's like willing and ready to admit he's done that, but being like verbally and emotionally abusive to his wife, no, not possible.
well, at the time, you only had 5 employees, and they were all male.
Well, yeah, I know, but it was a Terminator 2 sketch because remember the nudies didn't fit?
Oh,
is it that one, Sam?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, so he's flashing guys. That's pretty funny. Though Crowder does fight with the demon of bisexuality.
now there
Was
are...
it the ET ones through the cornfields where we had to run naked through the
yeah, you
cornfields?
were naked in that one. Yeah,
We were naked in that one too.
That was a good one.
That was the night, though.
Was it?
Wow, he's getting naked with guys quite often, it sounds like.
Gay Captain America? Because what happened is
A little cold.
the onesie didn't fit, so we just had to make it a nosy, and there was no.
well,
This comes after video was leaked of Crowder being verbally abusive to his then pregnant wife, now ex-wife. Crowder has described the video as misleadingly edited. Let's watch.
You were not taking the car. Because if you refuse to do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries.
You need to do stuff immediately.
I don't know if they're going to show the entire video. I'm gonna skip it.
So, and look, I don't really want to dwell or interrogate people's personal lives. This is news because, okay, so the long and short of it is Steven Crowder had been offered this deal to join the Daily Wire, and he was very upset about it. He went on publicly said he felt insulted by it, and people were like, why is the Daily Wire treating him like this? And then the Daily Wire people said, actually, we offered him $50 million.
Yeah, and Crowder was upset that he wasn't being offered more money.
And we're not sure why he's so offended. And then the Daily Wire people got really mad at Crowder. So Crowder, recorded one of them surreptitiously. And so then this escalated to this very nasty fight on the right, where Candace Owens, a prominent figure with the Daily Wire, suggested that there was something going on in his personal life, but she wouldn't say what it is publicly in a video. She's saying I would like my audience to pray for Stephen. And then he kind of said, so she's effectively blackmailing me. And so the underlying thing that she was alluding to, I take it to be, was that he was going through this painful divorce, which, again, that is something that happens to tons and tons and tons of people. But I think he perceived it as
It can't be that painful for Steven Crowder having not loved his wife. If you don't love a person, divorcing them means nothing to you.
embarrassing because he's a very conservative Christian, and he's said a lot about, he's said that he opposes the concept of no-fault divorce, and so on and so on.
Yeah, and people who are against that kind of divorce, they're against it because that means the wife can leave for whatever reason that they want, and it's harder to keep them in an abusive relationship.
So forth. So then he made a statement about the state of his marriage, and then Yashar Ali, who's an independent journalist, published this video that he got. I would gather that he got it from the ex-wife. Who knows? And then there were these additional accusations of, you know, a not totally healthy and cool workplace going on. So that's that.
You know, I hate to say it, but Candace was right. Candace Owens was right in this situation. There was a lot more there to be peeled back from that onion. I do think that this was not, in my personal opinion, an extent of love as much as it was. Like, he's not heartbroken about his marriage being over as much as he's heartbroken about some of the reasons why, and the fact that this facade he built around Christianity, around, you know, divorce not happening to these types of couples, and about holding your family together, that kind of blew up in his face. And it blew up in his face because of how he treated his now ex-wife.
Yep, if he was actually a good person and actually like went along with the persona that he created, that he was a good person, yeah, none of this would have happened. He wouldn't have been abusing his wife, and she wouldn't have divorced him, and all this wouldn't have been leaked and stuff. But now it's just like with the all the talk show hosts, like what Ellen DeGeneres, who created the persona of being a good, nice person, but come to find out, she was shit, and that blew up in her face, and now she doesn't have a talk show. If you want to create a persona on being a good person, you better be a good person in your private life as well, because it's going to blow up eventually.
The derogatory statements, the fact that she has come out and talked about a lot of the emotional abuse she suffered from him, some up to and including not only the language, but also personal threats. We don't know if there was actually any physical abuse, but definitely personal threats, and him just being bombastic. I think that those things were very real. And for someone who is pregnant at the time when a lot of this stuff like really erupted, it's even more detrimental. And he was someone who tried to play up his audience, as a lot of conservative Christians do, to this marriage perfection, to this idea of we are this super Christian household and we are upholding the love and the family and all that. And then it's revealed that he is really not treating his wife well, not treating his wife with respect, not treating his wife as you should treat any human being. He's being extremely derogatory. He's talking down to her. He's treating her in some ways slave-like, clean this, clean that. If you're not doing this, you're not doing wifely duties, and wifely duties can mean a ton of other things. It was a lot going on. There was a problem.
It's an ugly clip. I do want to be like, couples fight. They have, if you can find any couple at like their worst moment, stick a camera in the.
Well, his wife is arguing this is patterned, not just that video.
Sure,
there's
but,
more.
There could be, however much footage that was, snapshot of people at their worst is gonna look ugly.
Yeah, but as the lady was saying, this it's a pattern of Steven Crowder to be abusive. According to the independent reporter Yashar, Steven Crowder has told neighbors that he has a volcanic anger, and he will admit to abusing his wife once his anger has subsided. This isn't just like a one and done thing, or he's just at a low point. And even if you're at a low point, that does not justify abusing your visibly pregnant wife.
Divorces are ugly, breakups are ugly. I think it would be wrong to like judge his fitness as a husband and a human
Most
being
women
based on
don't
just
leave their husbands or push to leave their husbands while pregnant. That is not something that is normal in our culture or any other. The level of abuse that she is claiming that she suffered, again, I say claiming not to use it in a derogatory term. She could be 100% factual here. We weren't there and we don't have evidence towards it. With that being said, that signals something. In addition to that, it is also that this is someone who perpetuated in multiple cases this idea of extremely traditional marriage. And in his mind, traditional marriage is the woman does certain things. A lot of those are homely duties, or duties to basically stand down, not be argumentative, not have your own voice, not express yourself. And that to him was how you should respond. And he alluded to that even on his own show. So none of this should be extremely surprising to people. This is how he viewed women. It's upsetting because
Yeah, Steven Crowder has never had a high opinion of women like most right-wing Christians. Women are basically to be quiet, household, baby-making slaves.
in the no-fault divorce process, which I personally stand for, agree with, think that it's extremely important, because otherwise it seems like one party is trying to hold you hostage. If you want to leave a marriage for any reason, particularly some of the ones that she's shouting out, but for any reason, you should be able to leave said marriage.
I mean, it's a contract. It should be dissolvable like any other contract.
Exactly. And his argument there that, this is something that should not exist, and there are a lot of people on the right who agree with this. It is interesting to me because as someone who is a Christian, more on the left side of things, but still a Christian, I believe in marriage. I believe that marriage should be sustainable. I believe in family. I believe in the two-person parental unit. But when things go sideways, when you feel that you're getting abused, or that you're not leveling up to, and this isn't healthy for your family or for you, you should be able to have a way out.
There's one other aspect of this I wanted to mention that I haven't seen anyone else touch on yet, and I'm actually surprised. So maybe it has come up somewhere and I've just missed it, but the Ring camera caught that exchange. Turn off your Ring cameras. You're going to be being spied on. Like your own security system is spying on you to be used against you at your lowest. That seems dangerous.
Yeah, right? Be sure to turn off all your cameras before you go about abusing your wife, so you don't have anything as evidence against you.
His level of personal security got trounced by his own statement.
I don't want, maybe people can argue in this case it's like, it's good, it's in the public interest or the cause of justice that we all see it, but I think it can be abused in a lot of bad ways, and we should not be. And look, if you